Hey, book readers. Welcome back to Books I Read. I'm Sheila, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to do some bookish things here. Obviously, it's a book channel.
I'm glad you're here, too.
Oh, are you?
I'm glad you're here, too.
You sure?
It's early, man. I'm glad you're here. We could, I'm not here, but you're here. That's good.
Here. All right, we are doing the Buddy Read. Stephen King, Billy Summers. Welcome to the Buddy Read. Yay.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, buddy. All right, and...
You're pretty.
Thanks. I don't feel pretty today. Do not. I don't know if it's for a mature audience or not. I would assume so. It's Stephen King, so no kids. But the channel isn't really made for kids anyway. Just so parents know. And we have some sanity in a cup. Oh, it's coffee.
What we say? First part, waking up. It's sanity in your cup.
Alright, and if you don't like the way we're going to do it, we are changing it a little bit. But if you don't like the way we're doing it, you know what you can do. Steve's here, as you heard, my husband. And we are talking about...
a figment of your imagination.
We are talking about the first 5 chapters. Obviously, that's what it says in the title, and that's what we're doing of the book.
It's a book.
Yeah, I did not write down any notes by chapter this time, so we're just going to talk about all 5 chapters, and they might be out of order. We're just gonna sit here and chat about the first 5 chapters. Do you want to start, or no? Not really.
Well, I mean, it starts. I mean, okay, starts off. This guy.
Just remember, don't give the whole book.
Guy walks up to you, or whatever.
I thought. Okay, see. Should we let my husband start? I don't think we should let him start. They approach
Billy.
Say, hey, I got a job for you.
Hey, want a job? Okay.
And it's supposed to be Billy's last job.
Okay, Billy is apparently
an assassin.
A hitman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what we get from the first 5 chapters.
Yeah. Throughout this whole thing, what I get is he's very cautious. He likes to do things his own way.
He likes to make people think he's dumb.
He likes to make people think he's like, Mom will do my dumb self, you know. But, you know.
I love that impression.
He does. But he likes to do things his own way to try and keep himself not being caught.
He's smart.
He's pretty smart for a...
But it's all about,
dude.
Is Billy going to take this job or not? And so, you know, he's talking to Paul and he's like, hey, it's a really good job. You're going to make a lot of money. Blah, blah, blah. And Billy takes the job.
Right.
And then he's got to meet.
Well,
this guy's just a messenger
he's
or
setting
whatever.
them up. He's putting them in these, you know, this little rinky-dink town. It's like backwater. It's like a backwater.
I just said that he's got to meet the guy. That was the messenger.
Well, they initially went to the house, and then he met the dude.
Okay, but the whole point is you got to meet the dude before he puts him in the rinky-dink town.
True.
But you guys got that, I'm sure. All right. So anyway.
He keeps on. It seems to me that he keeps.
He doesn't like Hoff.
No. Hoff is pushy. He
doesn't like him at all.
He's trying to... Okay, Billy wants to do things Billy's way. He wants to do things his way. And it's like he's giving him all this technology to try and do what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to set him up in some form or way.
I think they all are. These people. I think Billy's going to be the scapegoat.
I think Billy is in tune with what the heck they're trying to pull off, and he's gonna play. He's like doing the double. He's like doing a.
I think he's setting up a backup plan for himself, a plan B.
He's doing a double cross.
Goes down.
I think he's pulling double cross because he's like, if you guys try and screw me over, I'm ready for you.
I'm ready.
Merry Christmas. You're gonna. It's like, oh, you're stupid. I'm out. You're gone. Bye.
Right.
Whatever.
I agree. I feel like, Billy, they're trying to set Billy up, and Billy's making another plan for himself. But Billy sees that, I feel like he's seeing too that he's making some mistakes. He's like, okay, you're not supposed to get too close. They photoed him for his ID for the building.
Right. I mean, he's getting to know the people in the town. They're getting to know him. Hal's wanting him to be like, he's like, make it. He goes, you may be here for what, 6 weeks to 6 months or something like that. And it's like,
but they're all telling him though, get to know people, but don't get close. And he's like, yeah, you're good at that, And Billy's like, yeah, I am good at that. But Billy also sees it in himself. He's like, man, I shouldn't have been playing Monopoly with those kids, and I shouldn't have been doing this because, he's like, this isn't good.
Yeah, I want to be able to walk away and nobody remember me, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of blowing that part. So I'm curious of where Billy's going to take that or how Billy's going to handle that. I do like Billy.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty cool.
Even he's a killer with morals.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Dexter.
He only wants to hurt bad people. Like
Dexter.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. And so far, it's Stephen King. So far, the first 5 chapters in, I feel like Stephen King, how do I want to say it? His writing is spot on, I guess is what I want to say. And since, I have read some of his past stuff, which I'm sure some of you will see it, that has read some of his past stuff. Some of the more recent stuff like The Institute, and now Billy Summers. So far, I feel like this is more the old Stephen King, but yet the new and improved Stephen King so far. That's what I feel like. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I was digging it how he actually threw some current event stuff in there.
I know, that was pretty neat.
He's got like Trump in there and MAGA in there and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
like,
cool.
oh, he's throwing some current event stuff in this book. Okay.
I agree. So the first 5 chapters to me so far are just Billy getting this job, Billy taking this job. They're setting Billy up in it. And
they
then
give him his office,
telling him who he is. He's David whatever, Lockridge or whatever. Setting up his office. Sorry, that's Tanner he's playing. And, and Billy's just, getting the house that his agent, playing his agent, one of the guys who's playing his agent, and just he's just getting set all up. That's where we're at. That's all I got. It's good. Don't get me wrong. But you got to read it. There's a lot of information. Well, Stephen King. He's very detailed. There's a lot of information in there. He has totally built up the story for us.
There's a multitude of stories in a story, I think.
Yeah.
Because Billy's building other stories within the story because of his apprehension toward Hall.
Well, and his job.
Yeah.
That's his job if you want to.
Yeah. He's getting that apartment. Things like that. He's building another story, building another person.
I agree.
Stephen King's building the book well. He's building it up well.
I agree.
I really enjoyed it so far.
I like it so far.
And I read it, and I listened to it.
We did it together.
I know.
We're listening and following along at the same time together, which I think is way better than the way we did Play Dead. Play Dead was a lot harder. We didn't have an audio, and we were passing the book back and forth, which was a lot harder, and it took us a lot longer to get through it. So this book, I think, or this buddy read, is going to go much faster. So tonight we plan to read chapters 6 to 10. So this buddy read, again, I feel is going to move a lot faster than our last one because we're listening and following along. And my husband has his own way.
I got my own copies.
Yeah, his own copies of the book and stuff like that. Not in physical. I think Kindle, right?
Yeah,
Kindle.
yeah.
He's got the Kindle format. I got the physical, and now we're listening to the audio on the library app. So
I got EPUB.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. So what did you guys see, or what did you guys notice in this chapter, or what do you want to talk about? Not in this chapter, in these chapters 1 to 5. What did you see? What do you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to discuss that we haven't mentioned? I know there's a lot we haven't mentioned. A lot of characters we didn't mention yet. Just a lot of details and a lot of stuff we haven't mentioned yet. So if you want to mention them, just go ahead down below and we'll talk back and forth. But I'm just kind of more waiting until we read 6 to 10. I feel like there's going to be a whole lot more. More is going to happen.
Yeah, it's pretty big book.
I want to just. Billy's just getting settled in right now. So, but I do like Billy. How do you guys feel about him? And which character do you dislike the most right now? Which one do you dislike the most right now?
Oh, Huff's about the most.
I would say Nick or Huff.
Yeah.
I can't stand those two so far. I don't know.
They're all self-absorbed. Both of them.
Yeah,
are.
I can't stand them.
They're
like
both,
Stan. We said it was like Stan.
They're both control freaks. They're both self-absorbed. One of them's really nosy. One of them's. I mean, come on. I mean, even Billy was like, he knows he made a burner. He burnt that his iPad because everything he was trying to do was going really slow or something.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Well, Billy knows he's reading his writing.
Yeah. He
knows he's doing that. Who was doing that? I forget which character was doing that. Nick? Yeah, it was Nick that was reading his story. He's like, no, it. Billy's like, sure, yeah.
And what, you breaking into his office and reading it off the computer when he's not around? Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe he's remoting into his computer.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Something like that, technology. You know how it all
You're
goes.
so smart.
I'm so smart. That's funny. You're the first person that's ever called me smart. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to share on these 5 chapters. If you do, please do. Do you have anything else, honey?
Yeah, I need more coffee.
All right. So we're going to go. So we will see you in the next Buddy Read or the next time on Books I Read. Bye.